Tell us about the routine on a day in which you're intentionally going to be out in the sun. You're camping with the family, you're at the beach with the family, you're doing some outdoor activities. In our family, we garden and work in the orchard together. That's just something that we do. So we get quite a bit of sun exposure during those times. What are the things that we could do both from a doTERRA perspective and maybe from a non-doTERRA perspective, clothing, et cetera, to help with those days where there's going to be a larger exposure time?
I'm glad you asked because you knew I probably was wanting to
I
touch on
do.
that.
I know. Yes.
So, SPF, the SPF factor can be a little bit misleading, and there is some controversy on higher versus lower. The main thing is that you need to reapply if you're going to be outside.
It's a mistake lots of people make. They think one and done.
One and done,
Right.
Absolutely. And what's nice with doTERRA's is that you've got the spray, so it can be a little bit easier to reapply versus lathering back up and doing the facial skincare routine.
Yeah.
But not only that, sunscreen should not be the only way that you're protecting your skin.
Right.
There are lots of ways that you can be protecting your skin, all the way from protective clothing, sunglasses to protect your eyes, hats, avoiding sun during certain times of the day if you are going to be, or if you are a little bit more prone to burning and have higher risk factors. Supplementation. We found that within, and of course our gold standard way, and what we would really like is to get most of your nutrition from diets, eating clean whole foods. But most of us aren't going to be able to eat all the clean whole foods that can support all the vitamins and things that we need. So supplementation can help with not only damage and pollutions and toxins and reducing toxic load and free radicals, but it actually has shown in certain foods to have protective effects against the sun, not by itself.
Right. And you mentioned clothing, right? I know growing up, it was always kind of a ball cap for me, but that really only provides shade in one area. I've since gone to wide brimmed hats, right? So I get more sun protection on the shoulders and ears and those sorts of things.
Yeah.
Long sleeve shirts. And now the beautiful thing is clothing sometimes now comes with some UV protection.
Right.
And you can look for that in the clothing store and say, oh, I'm going to buy this long sleeve shirt to work in the garden.
Right.
So therefore it has an SPF 40, 50, whatever it is, to protect me. Long pants, making sure that we're covering those areas of our skin that particularly gets high exposure. Right?
Yeah, it's really nice that they do that. And unfortunately, I have a lot of people that say I'm not going to wear that, or I don't.
Right.
They don't have anything that looks good on me. And so another trick that you could do is if you hold it up to the sun, if you can see through it, you're going to have less of a sun protection factor.
Right.
Even if it doesn't have a tag on it.
Right.
If you've got something that's a little more solid or darkly colored,
yeah,
even if it doesn't have that, you're still doing a little bit of benefit to the skin by having a little bit higher of a UPF with that type of clothing and material.
Yeah. Well, thank you, Dr. Woltoff. We appreciate your knowledge. Thanks for the
You're welcome.
time today in beautiful Florida to discuss the sun of all things.
It is
as
a
we're here in
beautiful day.
Florida. It's
Yeah.
gorgeous today.
Yeah.
And we appreciate your knowledge and sharing
Yeah.
that with us. Thank you so much.
Thank you.